As the season opens and you can smell the fresh cut grass and hear the umpire say, play ball, after the first crack of the bat, you may not understand the dangers that we put our kids in. In the United States, there's roughly about 30 million kids that play organized sports between the ages 5 and 14. 3.5 million of those kids are injured every single year, with 21% of them actually suffering traumatic brain injuries. In softball and baseball alone, there's 110,000 injuries every single year. And did you know that baseball actually has the highest fatality rate in that age group, with us losing 3 to 4 kids every single year? Case in point, in Michigan, there was a girl that was struck in the head with a routine fly ball just at practice. And also in Indiana, there was an 8-year-old boy who missed the ball that was thrown to him. It struck him in the face, and he died instantly just at practice. A situation like these, that a face mask would have been, if face masks were mandatory, it would have been saving lives. Now, there is a stigma about wearing masks. Players that have played for a long time don't really want to wear one because they feel as if they are not tough enough if they wear one. Coaches believe that it stunts the growth of players if they do wear masks. And some coaches even believe that if a player actually does get hit, that they will actually not do that play again. Such as a fat lip is a good reminder that they missed the ball. And also, some players that are a little bit older, towards the 14 age range, believe that colleges will not pick them up if they wear masks. Because once again, it does not make them look tough if they play with the mask on. Now, my daughter, who's 12, she just started playing fast pitch softball this year. As soon as she signed up, I immediately went out and bought 2 masks, one for fielding and one for batting, because I thought it was mandatory. Now, as the season wore on, a couple games in, I had a parent come up and, thank me, I guess, for having her wear a mask. Now, I thought it was mandatory, like I said, so I questioned, well, why wouldn't you wear a mask? If you wear a seatbelt when you get in the car, and football players wear pads, and even soccer players wear shin guards, why wouldn't it be mandatory for a baseball player or a softball player to wear a mask? Having the ball hit at your face on a line drive is not something that my daughter or I would want to endure. Mainly because we all know at that age range, their motor skills are not developed. They are not developed enough to be able to block the ball, to catch the ball, or to even get out of the way of the ball. There's no way that my daughter at 12 years old would be able to stop a line drive headed right at her face. So a mask is one safety precaution, not only for her, but also for a parent, to make sure that your kid is safe on the field. So, between the batter's box and the pitching mound is only 43 feet. Now, these girls are really good, the fast pitch softball, so they have roughly about 45 mile an hour pitches. So, obviously, your first guess would be, well, just the pitcher needs to wear a mask. That's the only thing that needs to be mandatory. But you're wrong. Everyone needs to wear a mask, because when that batter makes contact with that ball, it goes in between 70 to 110 miles an hour. There's no way that if you're in the closest proximity of that ball at 43 feet between the pitcher's mound and the batter's box at 110 miles an hour, you are going to be able to catch that ball. So making a mask mandatory is something that needs to be done throughout the whole league. So there are, like I said, many reasons to wear a mask. Kids at that age, between 5 and 14, there's a lot of peer pressure. If you make masks mandatory across the board, it levels the playing field and no one feels left out. Also, head injuries in careers is simple. If a child gets hit in the face with the ball, they may be done for their career. They may get killed. The medical bills, the recovery time, anything along those lines is something that can be dissolved by simply just wearing a mask. And also, as redundant as it sounds, it ends the fear. The player can actually concentrate on the game and not worry about being injured or getting hit in the face. And the parent can be secure in knowing that their child is safe on the field. There's no worse feeling in the world to see your child be injured on the field and then you can't really do anything about it, or you can't actually get over there quick enough. No one takes care of your child better than you can, and wearing a mask is something that will take care of your child. It's kind of the virtual parent, I guess you could say, as while your child is playing the game. Now, in conclusion, there are a few states, such as Kentucky and Florida, that are trying to make wearing a mask part of the uniform, but no agreement has been met as of yet. But in some states, they make you sign a waiver, making sure that you are not liable, or they are not liable, for whenever if your child does get hurt. Now, we must make this mandatory before we lose more lives. There's no reason for us to lose any more kids. There's no reason for us to lose any more loved ones. We have to find a solution to making sure that we have the use of these masks, that they're part of the uniform. And like I stated, you would never get into a car and not put on your seatbelt. You would never go on a football field without wearing a helmet or pads. Why? Why must we send our kids out to a baseball field with no face masks at all and no protection? These are our kids. These are our loved ones. And there's nothing more sacred than our kids and having them protected on our fields. Thank you.